Well, hello there. I hope everyone is enjoying their Friday so far. I know I am. I got a nice little treat for you today. No, it's not more Fox Azure shit. Well, not right now. There is more. Believe me, there is more stuff on Foxy Boy. But I figured we take a little break from Fox and we go back to our old friend Schizohammer because he's uploading content to YouTube again. And no, I'm not talking about him just incoherently rambling on his community tab. Oh, no. We're back to classic Warhammer. We are back to classic incoherent ramblings from our special little basket case. And I figure, let's roll out the red carpet and welcome back everyone's favorite schizophrenic. So anyway, he's got a new video. Video simply entitled, "The Unalienable Rights of Natural Freeborn and Equal Christian Citizens." And in typical Warhammer fashion, it goes all over the goddamn place. So, I already watched it. It was a fucking mess. An entertaining mess, but a mess nonetheless. And I think you're all going to enjoy it. So, without further ado, let's hit play.
Forge, gang! I am still a hard man. Let's go. Alright, so I am making an appeal to freeborn Englishmen, an appeal to freeborn Americans, and most importantly of all, an appeal to natural law.
Okay.
The law of natural right and of nature's God, that I am a freeborn citizen of America, even though this...
I thought you were a freeborn citizen of the Confederate States of America. I thought you were a freeborn Dixie guy. You know, I thought you didn't like that Yank shit. I mean, we literally saw you burn an American flag. And you literally said, you know, into your phone, "God bless the South, God bless Dixie, fuck the Yankees." I guess Warhammer has since decided that he now wants to be pro-union and liberty, I guess.
Government is tyrannical, and it enforces law codes that are unconstitutional, and...
What law codes are unconstitutional? Care to explain? What are they? What are they? You can tell us. What are they? What are they? Are you still upset that the government told you to get a vaccine to combat against a deadly virus so, you know, you yourself won't get infected and you won't infect others? Are you still upset about that? Something tells me that he is. And, you know, if you're still ass-blasted about these unconstitutional laws, why don't you write your fucking congressman? Why don't you write your fucking congressman? Why don't you write your senator? Why don't you write a letter to the fucking president? Why don't you do something besides making YouTube video bitching and moaning about this shit,
And there are codes and statutes and various corporative or pro-corporational tax exemptions and stuff in this country, and it's based on a fiat currency that has no value behind it, etc., etc.
Okay.
I still do consider myself a freeborn American, and kind of...
Again, I thought you were a Dixie boy. I thought you were a fucking Confederate States of America simp. What happened since that time? And hey, how can you call yourself an American if you think America is run by Israel and the Jews? You literally told me I'm a puppet of Zog. You literally told me I'm a fucking Zionist. You literally told me that my country, America, is run by the Jews. So are you just admitting that you live in a country that's run by the Jews? Are you a puppet of Zog now, Warhammer? I think you are.
Of the notion of a freeborn Englishman insofar as how the founding fathers utilized that as a way to describe libertas. But the cry of libertas must be heard throughout the land. The cry, the burning yield of freedom must be heard.
Well, unfortunately, no one wants to listen to the incoherent ramblings of a schizophrenic man. Unless, of course, you happen to enjoy listening to the incoherent ramblings of a schizophrenic man. But other than that, no one really wants to listen to your cries of libertas. Mainly because you probably don't even know what that word is, but it sounds fancy, so you're using it.
Freedom of expression, the freedom of speech, free speech, and the rights of freeborn men in general. Natural human rights, basic human or humane rights. They must be shared and freely expressed, and not thrown out into the void. But it must be imbued into the laws, into the written books, the law and rights and most sacred elements of freedom and liberty, of libertas. Mormon, Shaggy, and Southern Israelite belong to cults. They're not really Christian men, but they belong to cults.
Oh, and you are? Oh, and you are there, buddy? Really now, you sure you want to claim that you, of all people, are a real Christian? You sure you want to go there, buddy? You sure you want to go there? Okay, up to you.
They are trapped in cults. Their minds have been corrupted, and they are entrapped in the superstitions of cults. And they cannot think. They cannot think freely, and they cannot think or express freely as I can, because I have basic human rights, and I am a free thinker.
And by free thinker, what he really means is he's fucking insane. That's the truth. Warhammer is not a free thinker, he is fucking insane.
Or a free-thinking Christian, and I can justify that on that basis, or justify it upon that basis. But all men are born equal and free, and are not...
Ironic that he says that. Meanwhile, not that long ago, he was simping for the Confederate States of America, a nation that broke away from the Union because they wanted to keep slaves.
Bound to the subjection of tyranny. We hold these rights to be true, that all men are born free. Do we not?
Unless they're black. Then that's a different story.
Not. And what about the value and the importance of states' rights? Do not states have the right to justifiably dissolve and break free from the bonds of federal tyranny and subjugation?
Well, they tried to do that, and then they learned the hard way what happens when you do break away from the Union.
That is placed upon them by unhinged tariffs, or tariffs of abominations.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say Warhammer really doesn't know the definition of a tariff. Call me crazy. Maybe I'm wrong. But something tells me Warhammer really does not know the true meaning of the word tariff.
Do not freeborn men not have the right to fight back and lead an insurgency and revolt upon unjust and undue taxation and tyranny?
Oh, the FBI agent monitoring Warhammer is gonna have a fucking field day with this one.
I would vouch that they surely do. We are not sovereign citizens in our own right, but we are free.
Really? Saying you literally fucking said in your little flag-burning temper tantrum stream that you're a sovereign citizen there. So.
Citizens of a sovereign nation or a sovereign state. That is our freedom to be part of a free commonwealth where these rights can be guaranteed. And you see, Mormon Shaggy cannot defend his positions because he's a liar and he's dishonest. He will not allow me to go on his stream and give me the right to talk to his audience and tell them.
No, he's not going to let you on because you're going to derail the stream, and odds are it's probably going to turn into a gigantic screaming match. That's why Mormon Shaggy won't have you on.
That little clip is from a stream that I did last year called I Disavow DJ
Oh my god, he's still going on that fucking clip there. He's still going on about that fucking clip of him getting horny over a 17-year-old girl potentially having the hots about him. You know, I swear, the more he bitches and he moans about that clip, the more I genuinely do believe that Warhammer is actually a pedophile, and he is coping hard over the fact that everyone has seen that clip and everyone is coming to that conclusion.
Axel and pedophilia. But instead, he wants to play a 10-second out-of-context clip that was actually part of a stream that got...
Really? It was part of a stream you did a year ago. Funny. You know, I remember DJ Keem telling me, and you agreeing with that clip in question was actually created by Corey Barnhill, Mr. Zoom himself, using CIA programming that they normally use to blackmail politicians to fuck with you. And now here we are, saying that, oh yes, that clip in question is indeed real. So which is it, Warhammer? Was the clip in question created by Zoom using CIA programming? Or is the clip real, as you just said it is? Personally, I'm gonna go with the latter rather than the former. But then again, that's just me.
Deleted when my old channel was deleted for unjust and unfree reasons, tyrannical reasons.
Your channel did not get shut down because of unfree, unjust, tyrannical reasons. You broke the terms of service and you were punished accordingly. When you make a YouTube channel, you agree to YouTube's terms of service. Okay? YouTube is a privately owned company. It is not a public service. It is a private company. They give you rules that you agree to before you join the platform. I know every single American, every single person that has ever signed up for YouTube, including myself, has never went over the full fucking terms of service. You know, you just scroll down, you just click I accept, and then boom, here you are on YouTube. But you agreed to the terms of service laid out by YouTube. And you violated the terms of service on YouTube. And seeing as how you violated the terms of service on YouTube more than once, you got your channel taken down. So no, Warhammer, your old channel was not taken down because of tyrannical reasons. You're just an idiot and you fucked around and you found out.
Because YouTube is owned by corporations.
Well, yeah.
That I disavow DJ Axel and pedophilia. Because you cannot You cannot actually say that I am a pedophile and play pedophile anime music in the background with
What?
DJ Axel while you're trying to denounce someone else as being a potential pedophile. It doesn't work that way. You
What is this pedophilic anime music you speak of? What is this? What is this? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by pedophilic anime music? Are the lyrics in the anime song translate to the singer wanting to fuck kids? What the hell are you on about?
cannot take out of context clips from anti-PDF streams and try to use that to justify. And you cannot expressly defend rights and freedoms of natural-born men who have unalienable rights when your mind is enslaved in a cult that is anti-Christian and is anti-Christ,
What?
as in the book of Revelations, that doesn't follow the writings of the patristic church fathers, the writings of the apostles.
You know, for all this talk of Warhammer calling Mormon, thinking that Mormon, Shaggy, and Southern Israelite are in cults, something tells me sometime in the near future, Warhammer is going to form his own cult. And it's not going to end very, very well.
Apostles and the church fathers who bore the true relic of the faith, and when Jesus ascended into heaven and bestowed the gift of tongues, of speaking in tongues and the Holy Ghost on the apostles, he only gave the...
Okay, not gonna lie, I really do want to watch a video of Warhammer trying to speak in tongues. Now, I don't know why, but something tells me a Warhammer video where he speaks in tongues would just be absolutely fucking entertaining.
one church upon which to spread his word. Jesus the Christ said, "Thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will give you the keys of the kingdom.
Okay,
I will give you the church."
okay,
He is referring to Peter as the leader of the church, the first pope, the first leader of the church.
okay,
He also, in different Bible passages, refers to Peter as being the leading shepherd, the prince of the apostles,
okay,
the one who has the keys,
okay,
and the one that owns the keys to the kingdom.
okay,
It is the chair of Peter upon which all successors of the one true church exhibit and direct this faith.
okay.
And it is upon this faith upon which I have to fight these cultists. Southern Israelite is a Judaizer and Mormon Shaggy is a Gnostic. These people are trapped in unbiblical cults, and they have...
Okay, I don't know much about the Southern Israelite guy, but, Mormon Shaggy is literally a Mormon. Okay, and the Mormons believe in Jesus. It's not your interpretation of Jesus that Mormon Shaggy follows Warhammer, but he still follows Jesus, okay? Mormon Shaggy is a Christian. He may belong to a different denomination of Christianity as yourself, but Mormon Shaggy technically is a Christian. Same as how yours truly is a Protestant. Okay, it's just a different sect of Christianity. Mormon Shaggy is not agnostic just because he is a Mormon. Mormon Shaggy is a Christian. Okay? Okay.
no apostolic line of succession that has been passed on by the laying of hands from one apostle or from one bishop to another, or from one priest or deacon to another. They don't have that. The Mormon LDS Church does not have direct apostolic line of succession going back to the apostles. And it is a heretical church. It believes in absolute horrible superstitions and is
Really? Your fucking little sect of Christianity believes in, saints having magical powers. you probably still believe that Jesus could actually walk on water and turn water into wine. Okay? You, you probably still believe in that fucking shit. And you wanna say that Mormons believe in superstition? Buddy, you definitely gotta take a long look at the fucking Catholics there if you want to talk about superstition and Christianity.
And unnatural. It doesn't have any right to exist because its very points and very basics are unlawful and unjust. It's a cult.
Sure.
Southern Israelites Judaizing cult is also a cult. And another thing too,
Of course he has to fucking call it a cult. Any fucking form of religion, any form of Christianity that does not adhere to Warhammer's views is automatically a cult. It doesn't matter if you're a Mormon, it doesn't matter if you're a Protestant, it doesn't matter if you're a Baptist, if you're a Lutheran, if you're whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. If your little sect of Christianity doesn't align with Warhammer's views, you're automatically in a fucking cult. And you're a heretic.
you can tell that I'm on the right side of history because I was never part of America First. I was never part of the,
You're not a part of the right side of history there. The entire fucking country is liberal. Or at least a good chunk of it. A good chunk of the country is liberal. A good chunk of the country sides with the Democrats. A good chunk of the country is going to vote Joe Biden in 2024, and he's probably going to get another term in office, but sure. The schizophrenic man who is a massive fan of the CSA and worships King George III like a literal deity. That's the guy that's on the right side of history there.
the America First movement. I was never a Trump supporter, and I have no direct ties or involvement in the Third Reich. I mean, the alt-right. The alt-right. Mormon Shaggy was literally on stream in a Nazi uniform with a...
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He was just wearing a fucking German visor hat. And that wasn't even a Nazi hat. Okay? Because the little metal thing in the center, that's actually the fucking logo. That's actually the symbol for East Germany. East Germany. You know, the part that was taken over by the Soviets at the end of World War II was a part of the Warsaw Pact, along with the other Soviet satellite states. Yeah. Communist East Germany. That's the fucking hat Mormon Shaggy was wearing. So, I don't know how Mormon Shaggy wearing a literal communist officer's hat means he's a fucking Nazi, but then again, this is Warhammer we're talking. This is Warhammer here, so anything's possible in his demented mind.
swastika on the background. Express...
Okay, he had a fucking swastika in the goddamn background because he was trying to be edgy. That's it. That's the only reason why. The only reason why he wore that stupid hat to begin with, and why he had the fucking swastika in the background, I think the people from Murdoch were in the background as well. The only reason he did that was he was trying to be edgy. That's it. That's the reason why. He was trying to be a fucking edgelord. Now, whether or not he was successful is your own debate, but that's the reason why Mormon Shaggy did that. It's because Mormon Shaggy was trying to be an edgy boy.
His political beliefs and his cult tendencies, because his mind has been ensnared and entrapped in the false teachings of a cult. And he has been...
Okay, I just got a quick question. If Mormon Shaggy was transported to Nazi Germany, and he told a Nazi that he was a Mormon. Do you think that Nazi would be okay with Mormon Shaggy being a Mormon, or do you think Mormon Shaggy would have gotten a one-way ticket to Auschwitz? Something tells me he would get a one-way ticket to Auschwitz, but again, that's just me. What would I know?
Brainwashed into a cult, and it's no wonder that he wears a Nazi uniform because he doesn't believe in human rights and freedoms. It's very simple to illustrate and understand. He wants to promote ethnic cleansing of autistic people. He wants to deny autistic people the right of freedoms and just humane rights. As does Alistair Mike.
Something tells me that when Warhammer was talking about how Mormon Shaggy wants to deny rights to autistic people, something tells me Warhammer was referencing himself, but he doesn't want to admit that he's autistic. Even though everyone and their grandmother already knows that Warhammer is indeed fucking autistic. Among other things.
Croft, who also has dressed up in a Nazi uniform and expresses the right.
I'm a fucking World War II reenactor. That's what we fucking do. We literally dress up as fucking Nazis and Americans and Soviet soldiers from World War II. That's all we fucking do. It's just a bunch of grown men playing army. That's all we fucking do, my god. Jesus.
Of an enemy country. He is dressing up. Alistair Mycroft and Mormon Shaggy are both dressing up in the uniforms of an enemy combatant nation that fought against the liberties and freedoms of the United States in a war 70 or 80 years ago.
Yeah, and what happened? What happened? Is Nazi Germany still a thing? Is Nazi Germany still a thing? I don't think so. It's almost as if they lost the fucking war. Okay? There are literal Civil War reenactments that are probably going on right now or are gonna go on tomorrow. Okay, and there are people that are dressed up as the fucking Confederacy. They were the fucking enemies of America and liberties and shit. There's fucking Revolutionary War reenactments going on right now, or no doubt that are gonna happen tomorrow. There's people that are dressed up as English soldiers. And they were fighting against America and liberties. So does that mean those people are fucking enemy combatants now?
In World War II. So these men are not pushing for freedom.
What?
I alone, on my side in this entire sector, I am the only person in this entire sector that's actually fighting for justice and freedom. Because I am fighting on behalf of all autistics the world over, regardless of race, gender, sexual orientation, or anything.
He says that meanwhile there's literally a community post of him throwing a temper tantrum about a Dallas Pride parade and him saying that it was immoral and degenerate.
To express their personal human rights and to retain their human dignity. To have just and equal representation with neurotypicals.
What?
It is just simply an appeal to freeborn right, to natural reason, to natural law, and the freedom of commerce and the freedom of neutrality on the seas.
What?
The freedom of commerce is very important.
What?
The freedom of free trade, free right of passage.
What?
And everything against tariffs and mercantilism or mercantilism.
What?
Is expressly and justifiably defended in this political position upon which I express.
What do you want about it?
I have never dressed up. I swear I have never dressed up in a Nazi uniform. In fact, I've posted in my community tabs that I believe in the God of Israel, the God of the Jews of the...
You literally were spurging out in my Discord DMs saying that I'm a puppet of Zog and Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu is my master. You literally said that to me in my Discord DMs I have with you.
Old Testament Jehovah. I believe in the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that is where my faith lies. It lies in the one true church of St. Peter. It is the church of Jesus Christ, the church of Peter and his successors in the line of popes. It is the natural religion that is never going to ever divulge into a cult. Because
something tells me in a few months Warhammer is going to convert to Islam for some reason. I'm calling it now. He's going to convert to Islam pretty soon.
the theological teachings of Thomas Aquinas and St. Augustine are basically pure and serene. There is so much philosophical inquiry within Catholicism, which is just a Greek word for universal church.
Okay.
And there are so many points and stuff that it cannot break into a heresy. And that is the entire point of the patristics and the ecumenical councils, is to avoid rendering heresy into Christian doctrine. Heresy cannot infiltrate a truly sacred, united...
Okay, so what does this have to do with free trade and freedom of the seas again? Oh, right, I forgot. I'm watching a Warhammer video. Of course, it's all over the fucking place.
Holy Catholic and one true apostolic Catholic Church. I am as the Irishman that fought against British tyranny. And that is what...
You say you're an Irishman fighting against British tyranny. Meanwhile, you were literally simping for King George III in the DMs I have with you on Discord. Some Irishman you are.
Mormon Shaggy represents. Mormon Shaggy in his Nazi uniform has a red coat in the American Revolution.
What?
He is incompetent and he is stupid and boorish.
What?
Because his father is British.
Okay, Mormon Shaggy may be an idiot, but at least he has a job. You just sit in your ass and ramble on about shit and you're on fucking YouTube all the livelong day.
And look at the clips that Mormon Shaggy got on Discord. It is from a guy with a British passport.
What?
A guy that lives in Hong Kong but has British citizenship that was born in the UK.
Who?
What does that tell you? Shaggy's own father was born in the United Kingdom.
What?
And he was raised up in a British household. He was raised up understanding regal laws and regal utilitization.
Huh?
He is by nature a tyrant. He is trapped in a cult, and he is trapped in political oppression and tyranny, and I must rise up like a true freeborn American to overthrow that oppression and tyranny that he has pushed against me.
What?
It is unlawful and unjust.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna travel all the way down to fucking California and set his boat on fire? Is that what you're gonna do? Because I would definitely tune into that fucking live stream.
Have to fight back. Those clips that he claims says or supports me being a pedophile.
And now we're back to the fucking clip. Now we're back to that fucking shit. Jesus goddamn Christ.
Was from a stream called I Disavow DJ Axel and Pedophilia. It is in fact taken from the very opposite position, which is in fact the true representative position which I have.
Holy fucking shit. Wow. Holy fuck. Just wow. Oh, man. I would say, you know, it's nice to see that Warhammer hasn't changed at all, but I think he's gotten worse. I legitimately think Warhammer has gotten worse. This man is rapidly losing his mind. Holy fuck. Kind of makes you wonder what's next. What's the next fucking video or stream he's gonna fucking upload to the internet? Whew. God damn. But anyway, so yeah, that was Warhammer's little video. There was one hell of a fucking journey we went on. Stay tuned. Stay tuned to this channel because at some point later on in the day, I do want to go over some more Fox Azure shit. But until then, hope your Friday's going good for you.